guys, the Super Review Show here for another episode of Why You Should Listen To. This is the show I break down artists on Spotify that have low Spotify streaming numbers, or lower than expected, I should say. And the artist is that great. Definitely check out this artist or this group no matter what, from the time period that they were created and flourished and had a huge success way back in the day. Today I'm talking about the Supremes. That Motown era female all-led group that where women were writing their own songs on their own merit and having huge success with their own songs that they were writing. We're talking about the Supremes and Diana Ross and all them together, the three of them together. This group is one of the best female pop groups ever. In the history of music, you have people, I guarantee you, people like Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift, Meghan Trainor, or even like people in the 90s like Mariah Carey or Janet Jackson probably looked up to the Supremes. This is an original pressing of the Supremes, more hits by the Supremes, with Diana Ross in the front there. This is just, they had some of the best soul music ever made, period. Like, I'm talking like, Ask Any Girl, Nothing But Heartaches, Mother Dear, Stop in the Name of Love, Don't Sue Me, Diana Ross, Honey Boy, Back in Your Arms Again, Whisper, You Love Me Boy, The Only Time I'm Happy, He Holds His Own, Who Could Ever Doubt My Love, I'm So Glad Heartaches Don't Last Always, I'm in Love Again. And they had other hits too. They had like Baby, Where Did Our Love Go, Baby Love. You know, there are so many hits by this one female group. They had tons of hits. Like the way that Taylor Swift or the way that Sabrina Carpenter, the way that Meghan Trainor is today, or even Demi Lovato for that matter, that's them in the 60s. And mind you, it's the 60s. So I'm not going to get political. I'm not going to get, but if you understand the time period of when they were first charting, this is like 64, 65 Motown era, competing with the British invasion. The Beatles and the Rolling Stones were competing with the Supremes and Smokey Robinson and James Brown. That's a good episode too. I'll do it another day. But anyways, the Supremes. If you're looking for soul music and R&B, but I'm not talking like beat-driven R&B from like the 2000s or to even the 90s for that matter. Or even like the late 80s, like Paula Abdul. I'm talking like if you're looking for like true incredible stories in songs about how that stories in the songs still relate to artists and people today. Like I've listened to, this is sound crazy, I've listened to, Stop in the Name of Love, Before You Break My Heart. It's about a girl and a guy, and the girl's saying, don't break my heart because you're going to hurt me again. And like there's so many messages in these songs by the Supremes that it just was incredible how black women back in the 60s, especially Diana Ross, they made some of the best female pop music ever made, or soul music ever made. It's some of the best to ever be created, period. End of discussion. No doubt about it. This is just one album I have of theirs. I don't have any others, unfortunately. I'm working on getting Where Did Our Love Go with Baby Love on it. That's such a great song, Baby Love. And sort of where did our love go? It's so catchy, too. You put it on today, and it sounds so catchy. And it sounds truly like it's timeless. It doesn't matter if it was produced in the 50s or the 40s or the 70s or the 80s. It's just music of a certain time period. If you record it fresh, it'll sound timeless. That's why there's plenty of new music I love. Ed Sheeran, I love Taylor Swift, I love Sabrina Carpenter, I love Meghan Trainor, I love Demi Lovato. I love a lot of different artists, a lot of different genres from today too. Don't get me wrong. I just do a show about why you should listen to certain artists from the past. That being said, the production of the music holds up so well, truthfully. If you go back, I have a turntable, and for those of you who follow us on our social media pages, you know what I'm talking about. I have a turntable, and every weekend I'll put up a video saying, "Oh, here's a video of our vinyl weekends." You know what I mean? I'm probably going to do the Supremes next time I do this, because their music is just so timeless, and the production is just it might sound like it came from that time period, but at the same time, it's still good. It's still very relevant. It's still very truthful and factual, and very, very heavily great music lives and passes through generations. Why do you think people still listen to the Beatles? Oh, the Beatles, whatever. No, or the Beach Boys, for that matter. Or like any artist in the 60s. You can go back and listen to any artist and be like, oh, well, no. Their songs, they cut them fresh, and their songs are timeless, forever recorded. Forever recorded. They are truly timeless, forever. So, obviously, the big shout out here was Diana Ross. Diana Ross had a big career after leaving the Supremes, it became Diana Ross and the Supremes at one point because she became like the leader. And not to sound gender biased here, but because I'm a man. But what pissed me off a little bit was I was watching one of those documentary series in the '80s, they were talking about like the Bangles and the Go-Go's, again influenced by the Supremes, probably most likely. They're like, they're not to sound egotistical or hating on men in general, but women can write songs too. Like in the 80s, they were like, oh, women can write songs. They compared the Bangles and the Go-Go's to the Supremes and the Marvelettes, back in the day. Like, 20 years ago, back in the 60s, they're amazed that women can write songs. No shit, all right? Anyone can write a song. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman or whatever. You can write a song. If you are talented, you can write a song. I have many friends of mine well, not many, but I have a good chunk of friends who have written a number of songs for like metal bands or pop bands or whatever. In my own life, I'm not telling you who they are, but because I don't want you to find out where I am. But no, in all seriousness, though, like the Supremes, women can write their own songs, and it just shows that a woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle. I'm just saying, a woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle. Putting it out there. So, anyways, I digress. Not gonna get topical, whatever. You know me. I keep my show political friendly, but anyways. Or socially friendly, whatever. Anyways, I digress. So why should you listen to the Supremes? They were one of the best to ever do it as far as the soul music era of pop music, of Motown, of Holland Dozier. If you don't know, if you never looked up that name, go check out Holland Dozier. They're some of the best production people that recorded these songs, like Four Tops, Temptations, Supremes, Marvelettes. The Miracles, Smokey Robinson. He just celebrated his birthday the other day, too. This is great. So, anyways, I digress. What do you think? Have you heard of the Supremes? Do you know who I'm talking about? Please jump down in the comment section below. Love to hear what you have to say about this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Don't forget to follow us on our social media pages as well, simply at The Super Review Show. But for all of your why you should listen to videos and many more, keep it locked on The Super Review Show. The J-Man, it's off to rock. And we'll see you guys later.